Are you looking for the best stereo amplifiers? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best stereo amplifiers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Dayton Audio HTA100. Whereas most integrated amps priced below $300 make significant compromises in performance and features compared with more expensive, enthusiast-oriented models, the Dayton Audio HTA100 is a fully capable stereo amp with no troublesome flaws and all the connection options we want. It performs amazingly well for the price. When we cranked up Audrey Nunes' bass-heavy hit Damn Right video, the HTA100 produced plenty of deep bass punch without distorting. Yet it also reproduced audiophile favorites such as Holly Cole's version of Train Song video, with plenty of detail and spaciousness. If you don't like what you hear, the HTA100 has bass and treble controls that should let you adjust the sound more to your liking. From a technical standpoint, the HTA100 is one of the best integrated amps we've measured for this guide. Its tested power output was ample, 50.1 watts RMS into 8 ohms and 101.8 watts RMS into 4 ohms. A hallmark of high-end amps is the ability to deliver double the power into 4 ohms, so these results are a remarkable achievement for an amp at this price. Number 2. Fosi Audio BT20A Pro. If you want a small, simple, affordable integrated amp with lots of power, the Fosi Audio BT20A Pro is your best choice. It's a new version of our previous pick, the still available BT20A, that offers nicer cosmetics and slightly improved performance for only about $20 more. It has lots of power for its size. While Fosi Audio's claimed spec of 300 watts per channel into 4 ohms left us rolling our eyes, in our tests the BT20A Pro did produce more power than most mini-amps we've evaluated, 44 watts RMS into 8 ohms, and 77.3 watts RMS into 4 ohms. You can be confident that it'll drive everything from high-quality audiophile speakers to whatever mystery speakers might catch your eye at a garage sale. The BT20A Pro has a flatter frequency response than most of the amps we've tested. In our measurements, it drooped a little in the lowest and highest ranges of audio, -0.6 dB at 20 Hz and -0.4 dB at 20 kHz. But that sort of flaw is barely, if at all, audible. The amp also has bass and treble controls, and unlike on the older BT20A, on the Pro version the knobs have center detents so that you can easily return them to the 0, or flat, setting. For a mini-amp, it looks great. Most mini-amps look like something bolted together out of parts scavenged from an electronics store liquidation sale. But with its fastener-free front panel and bronze-colored volume knob, the BT20A Pro wouldn't look out of place in a luxury living room. It's only 4.2 inches wide, so it should fit easily on a shelf. Number 3. WiiM Amp. The WiiM Amp is the integrated amp to get if you want to stream audio over Wi-Fi without having to add an external streamer, or if you want to use your system for TV sound. Wi-Fi gives you better sound and does more. Wi-Fi streaming results in subtly better sound quality than Bluetooth can offer since the signal doesn't require compression. It also lets you play the same audio on multiple systems in different rooms. The WiiM Amp uses an app, Android and iOS, with macOS and Windows versions available in beta, for Wi-Fi streaming and control functions. At last count this app accessed 17 streaming services, including Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Qobuz, Spotify, Tidal, and TuneIn, but not Apple Music or YouTube Music. The same app also controls other WiiM devices in a system, such as the Pro Plus. The WiiM Amp is also compatible with Amazon Alexa, Apple AirPlay 2, and Google Chromecast, so, for example, you can play the same audio on the WiiM Amp and a couple of Amazon Echo speakers. This amp includes lots of inputs and useful features. The WiiM Amp is the least expensive amp we've found that has an HDMI ARC port, which connects to a TV and allows the TV remote to control the amp's volume. We found this feature extremely useful, and it makes the WiiM Amp a viable alternative to a soundbar. The amp and a pair of good speakers can't deliver the wraparound sound and powerful bass of a good soundbar, but they're likely to sound better with music. Number 4. Sony STR-DH190. We picked the Sony STR-DH190 as the best stereo receiver because it offers the best mix of features, sound quality, simplicity, and affordability. With Bluetooth and a phono preamp on board, plus a front panel analog input for portable devices, the STR-DH190 is a good fit whether you're embracing the future or reveling in retro. Its power output is substantial. We measured 116.4 watts RMS into 8 ohms and 159 watts into a 4 ohm load. This means the STR-DH190 has enough power to drive almost any pair of speakers to very loud volumes. Its sound quality is equal to that of anything else we've tried under $200, although it did make voices sound slightly harsh and congested compared with the pricier Yamaha RN303. This receiver has some features that integrated amps mostly lack. Of course, it has an FM radio tuner, and it gives you a phono input for a turntable, plus several additional analog inputs. Also included is a friendly, easy-to-use remote, a luxury that most of our integrated amp picks don't offer. And you can connect 2 sets of speakers and switch between them. The STR-DH190 includes AAC capability for Bluetooth, so it may produce slightly better sound quality when you use it with iPhones and iPads and the Apple Music service, or any other streaming service that uses AAC. Plus, this receiver automatically powers up when you select it from your Bluetooth sources menu. Number 5. Rockville RCS180-6. Rockville RCS180-6 180-watt 6-zone 70V commercial/restaurant amplifier/Bluetooth. Rockville RCS180-6350-watt commercial/restaurant amplifier 19-inch rack-mountable, removable rack brackets, digital hybrid amplifier/receiver. Capable of 70V, 100V, 8 ohm, and 4 ohm. 70/100V RMS power, 184 watts. 4 to 16 ohm binding post speaker output. 6 zones of speaker outputs, each zone has a separate volume control. 70 and 100 volt binding post outputs for single zone playback of all 180 watts. Built-in Bluetooth audio streaming. FM radio tuner. USB input to play audio stored on a thumb drive, 32 GB max. 2 sets RCA AUX inputs. 3 mic inputs. RCA line output. 100V speaker red positive speaker output terminal. 70V speaker red positive speaker output terminal. 8 ohm red positive speaker output terminal. Shared negative speaker output terminal. Power requirements: 120V/50 to 60 Hz, weighted signal to noise, at 1W-68.1 dBA. A weighted signal to noise, reference to full 4 ohm power, 89.2 dBA. Frequency response, 49 Hz to 14.9 kHz. Frequency response versus THD plus M, worst case across normal bandwidth 1W at 8 ohms, 0.89%. Weight, 22.7 pounds, dimensions, 19-inch by 16-inch by 4-inch inches. Included components, quick start guide. Number 6. Fosi Audio ZD3 Desktop DAC Preamp. Flagship desktop DAC, a fully balanced digital to analog converter preamp with multiple inputs and outputs. Fosi Audio's first DAC to support HDMI ARC input and comes equipped with a high-performance ES9039Q2M chip to deliver rich and superior sound. Premium chipset, the ZD3 features the chipset consisting of SMOS XU316 plus ES9039Q2M plus QCC3031 plus LME49720. It supports high audio resolution, with a maximum capability of DSD512 and PCM 32-bit/768 kHz sampling rates, providing unparalleled clarity and depth. Versatile and flexible, the ZD3 offers comprehensive connectivity, supporting inputs like Bluetooth, USB, OPT, coax, HDMI ARC, and balanced XLR/RCA outputs. This flexibility allows you to customize your audio system to suit various setups and scenarios. Ease of use, the ZD3 adopts a 1.5-inch OLED display, remote control, preamp bypass switch, and 12V trigger and /out interfaces, allowing synchronized power on/off with other home audio devices, all for a good user experience. Family design, featuring the same design language as the ZA3 amplifier, compact and exquisite appearance and audiophile-grade components for high performance and excellent sound quality. Pair it with the ZA3 to create a robust home audio system. Note, when the ZD3 is used with an LG TV, a bug in the LG TV system may cause issues with the HDMI CEC function. Specifically, after turning off the TV with the power button or remote control, both the TV and ZD3 may automatically power back on after a short time. If you are using an LG TV, we recommend disabling the HDMI CC. We are working hard to